Okay, let's begin. This is tomorrow, it's not today, so I'm no longer on the 6th video. That's over with. I'm on something brand new, and what we're going to start with is something that's a little like bloody. So if you don't like things that are bloody, then I suggest you turn it off now. So here's how it works. What I did, okay, is I can't explain it complete, but I will explain it complete. All these lines, okay, are created out of the dice. I accumulated them overlapping each other. I extended each side so you're able to see the lines, and this is what I come up with. First of all, the letters that are created in here is H, I, N, and Z. Heinz. Why is it like that? Because on this angle, you can see the H here. But on this angle, it becomes the I. Now, what's this line coming down here? Well, this line over here is the energy of Christ coming all the way through, connecting the worlds. Another line would go from here all the way to there. And I'm going to do that now, okay, just to show you what happens. And what happens now is now you can see the completion of the hourglass and the end. Can you see? There's a 5. Because of the square in the center, because of the center spirit, this line here must follow the lines of this creation, must follow these lines here. You can't go out of the squares. If you go to the squares, it means something else. I didn't make the paper. It just seems to work in whatever I do. So anyways, that shows you Heinz 57 ketchup, which is 3 times 19 equals 57. And that is the number of the spirit. Why is it the number of the spirit? Because it takes 2 parts. It takes the birth, the pregnancy, and the Spirit of God. So what we're going to talk about now is, according to my figures here, and I might be a little bit off. Did you understand the last design? Does anybody know what 13 times 13 is? It's 169, the sign of Cancer. Isn't that weird? Eh? 11 times 11 is 121, right? And when you're counting squares, it's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's the 8th square. The 8th square is 11 by 11. That's the heaven, 11 by 11. I don't know how it works. 12 by 12, 13 by 13, all the way up to at least 36, if not even higher than that. And when you get to 32 times 32, and that's, you know, when you get that backgammon dice, you got the 64. Well, it's basically cracked open at 32, okay? And when you go 32 by 32, it equals 1,024, which is 512 memory and 512 memory. Half-half. They share. So what I wanted to talk about, so we have it happen 111 days before, okay, 9/11, excuse me. 9/11 was 111 days before the end of the year. 37, 37, 37. 37, 37, 37 are the 3 band-aids equaling to 111. The reason I say that is on the roulette wheel, the numbers combined of red, red, black, black, red, red are 16, 19, 17, 20, 18, and 21. They band-aid together the bottom half of the board with the top half of the board so they can continue the reversed angle, okay, of creation up on top and up on the bottom, which brings me to say that not only that, but 32, which brings the memory, now is starting to tell me the opposite of 32 would be 23. And at 23, it says 529. And that only says the spirit passage, okay, of beta and the birth. But 32, it talks about your mind. So I guess we get into this world when we hit the 30s. Maybe that's why it keeps on working all the way up. And when you get to 40 or 41, they say everything starts to change. And in the cycles that I'm doing, I can see the changes in the cycles because some of the answers are giving me complete explanations, like 15 times 15. It's 225. It's the 9 lives of the cat taken up by 0.25 because everything in this world is cut up to a quarter. And that's why the biggest coin we usually have is a quarter. And when you have 50 cents, it's a complete different story. But we'll talk about that after. So we're still talking about September 11th happened 111 days before, but it was the 254th day of the year. Thus and therefore in the beta world, it was the angle of the fox, okay, the cunning fox. Not only that reversed, okay, if you would base the reverse number of 45, it would be Valentine's Day. These are all passages. That's why we celebrate certain of these holidays, because Valentine's Day is a passage, so that this number is reversed, it must be the reverse pass. So this is quite perfect, because what I did here is I added all 2, 5, and 4 together to give me different numbers. And when I came to giving me 5 and 4, it gives me 9 to birth. Okay, then 5, 4, and 2 gives me 11. 2 and 5, okay, means whoever did it, it's number 2 in the beta world, in this world. It's home. I told you, 2, for me, 2 is home. Okay, 2 is home. So whoever created the action, meaning the 5, okay, the cross, okay, the 5 creates the cross, right, on the dice. If you're passing through the spirit and not on the 4 angle, on the outside, there is no on the outside. It's inside, outside. What you see below, I see different above. Okay, so this over here tells me 7, 9, 11. The numbers, these are the numbers I came up with, 2, 5, and 4. 2 times 5 is 10. Okay, 55, freedom 55. 5 times 4 is 20, because the 4, the 5, the 6, the 7, the 8, and the 9 all consist of the 4 inside their cards, in the cards. Then I went 2 plus 5. So this is beta. This, okay, the 5 is the stranglehold of everything, because I always consider it very strong, okay? It's comparable almost to the 7. Okay, then you get 5 and 4, and then 5, 4, and 2, so you end up with 7, 9, 11. And it happened in September, right? That's a repeat. It's actually saying 79, 11, okay, the way you saw it. It could be saying 77, 11. It could be saying 99, 11. And the reason for this is all because of somebody asked me a question last week, September, October. So what this brings me to be is 5 and 4 comes out to September, okay? The 2 and 5 is the 7 inside the word of September. The 11 is actually November, to remember. It's also Valentine's. For some reason, they seem to join with these numbers, something to remember. And the reason I say it's Valentine's, like I said, 5445, the 45th day of the year, is Valentine's Day. So I add up the 3 basics of the number. First, I add up the multiplication and creation of the world. 10 and 20 equals to 30, plus 2 by 4 equals to 8, equals to 38. 38 is 3 by 8 is 24. 3 plus 8 is 11, total of 53, which brings on another number that happened. It was happened, and it says it is created. This is what 53 is, okay? The 16th week of 111 days, or the 37th week of the rest of the year leading up to 9/11, totals 53 weeks. It's 271 days if I counted correctly. So somehow, the actuality of one of them says, I can never be that close. It happened on a Tuesday. So it doesn't work in the calendar working on a Tuesday or a Wednesday. This happens that the calendar started off, I think, this fell on a Tuesday. I don't know when the calendar started off, but I will check. Anyways, you need the extra week. You need to overlap the 2 so you don't lose the day. Okay? So the total is 53. And they join together. But they join together based on the one spirit of the 6 islands, okay, which is very strong. And the number you can have, the best of all numbers, is 37, basically, because that builds up everything. 37 times 2 is 74, number of Christ. 47 is time. 47, okay, flipped, okay, is 94. And that's a cycle. Why is it a cycle? 94. Because 94x equals 940 times 4 equals 3,760 years. So we know that's a cycle. Hebrew calendar. Hebrew calendar. 4 times 9 is 36. 4 times 4 is 16. 3760. Times 0 with the Gregorian calendar. So that's times 4. So we know the basic thing is I told you 37 was very important. So when I multiply it by the 4, I end up getting again 3760, or creation world, 7 God and the spirit of man. O, because 60, because we're in the 10 world. X-man. So we did that. I didn't really finish off with what else I found. The other thing I found is that in roulette, when you band-aid the center of the roulette, the average of each of the numbers I told you were 35, 37, 39, or the average is 37, 37, 37 equals the 111 days before. It was right smack on that day. What else there was? Then there was combos and combinations of the numbers, but I don't think I want to go through that. I know that I'm going through a 20-month phase. In the 21st month, I had this vision in the 21st month that they will come up with, listen to this crazy thing I had in my head. You interested in just listening to me for a second? I want to come up with a rod, okay? This is a very special rod, and everybody gets one. You hold on to it. You don't have to have it, but it's your safety. But it can also go against you. What this rod is if you're good, this rod will always be good to you. If you're not good, this rod won't be good to you. You'll try to use it and it won't work. What does this rod do? The minute somebody that's against you, that's going to do against the liberty of all man, of what God wants, this rod will attack him and slow his mind down and not let him move. And then when he starts to move, he'll say, yes, sir, I understand, sir. That's what he'll be saying to you. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, you can go. Okay, you can go. Do we have to look so fucking evil? Oh my God. Which brings me to an understanding now then, what day is the 31st? The 31st of the 10th month. Valentine's Day. Halloween. Well, we know the total of 41 means the Mediterranean. Anyways, did I have anything else left to do on this? This is not a leap year. Oh, another thing about 9/11 is that the 11 can be considered as 1 plus 1, and that would reflect as 2. So 9/11 would actually say 9, 2. 9 and 2 is 11. 2 take away 9 is 7. And you have 7, 9, 11, the same way all the numbers go over here. If you really didn't understand, ask me to show it again. I'll explain a little bit more. But there's a lot of numbers involved. You know what they said? They said like this. Someone will come, he will speak in numbers. Isn't that what they said in the Bible? Speaking of numbers, here I am. I guess it's pretty simple, eh? It's a whole new world. The other thing I wanted to do on this was, if you want another way to look at number 23 in this world, here's your social insurance card in Canada. 3 numbers, space, 3 numbers, space, 3 numbers. Okay. Now, if we enclose this, okay, if we enclose this as an extra space, we can't. This side must connect to this side. So one of these are closed off. Do you get me what I'm saying? But anyways, to look at it the basic way, 1, 2, 3 with 2 in between. You join them together with a U. You have to bring the U. I usually do it for 2 worlds, but I'm going to do it for 1. And now you have the U that's going to rejoin this side. You can turn it all around and it'll rejoin. This is not a closed U. What this is, it's a connection to this, but it's just an added space to know there is a connection between here and here. Okay, so you end up with 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, because this then is going to reconnect to something like this. Anyways, that's going to be it. Raphael 7286. Did I find anything else on another page somewhere? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I'm going to rate my video right now. I wish I could have did this at the beginning. Maybe I'll add it on. How do I rate this video? Would I really show you? Just numbers. No, I really like that piece on 9/11 if you can really understand it. The rest of this 15 minutes, I wish I had a way to just take away all that garbage so you'd see the actual truth of the story that is above. What? Above what? Above who? Below. Beyond. Listen, I went over to the college and I said, do you have a class for numbers? The guy says to me, he says, every class has a number on it. What number are you looking for? Raphael 7286. MrTacpans is showing 4 numbers tonight. But if your vision is not good, it'll say 7288. If it's a little screwed up like me right now, I see actually 7298. 9 times 8 is 72. The two sides are the same upside down. Is that not right? If it was 98, 9 times 8 is 72, so we have 7227 or 2772, or wait a second, listen to this, listen to this. The 2 to a perfect world is a 5 on a dice cube because the opposite is 5. We've got a 7 there. The opposite of the 6 is the 1. We have 1 and 5. That's man's number. So now what we can actually go is 5, 7, 7, 5. Why? Oh my God. What did I start? Oh my God. Forget it. Tired. Tired. I thought I was going to come out here and do a good video. I'm very upset. You think I'm joking? I am. I certainly am. When I do not do good production, I am very unhappy. I thought my night tonight was fantastic. Thank God I'm going to wrap it up right here so you actually know that there's a chance. I forgot to take my medication. There's a chance that within 1/2 hour and now I may be asleep. And there's a very good chance you ain't going to see this until you wake up. So if you do wake up, what I forgot to tell you 3 videos ago, and you're not in a good mood, then you are blessed. You know the difference of the moods. To know the difference of the moons, to know the difference of the moods, okay, is to know the rest of justice. Why do I say that? I say that for all those who understand the liberty, the laws of the liberty. Once you know, you know. Because if you know and you're evil, you know how to protect yourself. But if you know and you're good, you know for a reason. And, well, some can say to me, well, some certainly just aren't certain what they know. But like I said, it doesn't matter what exactly you know, as long as you're aware. So therefore, you are paid off anyways. There's no losing on this side. I was thinking today, can God be evil? What would God do being evil? He can be a ghost, G and H, 7 and 8, September, October, spirit for ghost, ST for September again, or the scepter, T, transmission, CAT, communication angel transmission, also known as the high-tailed cat that likes sniffing asses. The dog, Goliath of division. The biggest split division has ever taken was not David alone, but it were the words that came upon. It means to have a division, to divide the seas, many seas, and how when you split a O in half, how many seas you get more. Right? When you split an egg, an embryo in half, or whatever you do in that DNA splitting, Think this is a good cigarette? Do you really care? Remember my early videos? I was fucked. Oh my God. Go back and watch those videos. That's how I started to learn in my early videos. Check it out. I had no idea what I was really doing. At least I don't think so. But I remember some early videos starting in February. I started to see the light a little bit clearer. I didn't really know what I was doing. What the fuck? MrTacpans. Where did he come from? I think he was born somewhere on September 16th of 2010. September 16th, 2010. I gotta go find out when his birthday is, MrTacpans. I didn't buy him a present this year. Yay? I didn't buy him a present. You want me to talk louder? I said I didn't buy him a present this year. What? If I stop mumbling, I didn't buy him a present. Oh, I thought he was gonna kick my ass. I went to bed that night and I started to dream, and it was terrible. All I saw was naked ladies. I says, no, 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 this is too hard for me to take this in. No, I need that spirit world where all the mountains I see are filled with chocolate syrup over mounds and mounds and mounds of almonds. Oh, it was a crazy dream. I wasn't sure what it was. I woke up, I was all sticky. I couldn't figure it out. Got out of bed, I went to grab the chocolate syrup during the night, and I slept in it. At least that's what I thought it was, but it wasn't that at all. It was one of my cats had to do something. I'm joking around with you guys. So we did this and we did that. And okay, I'm going to tell you that I rate this video just for that one instance again in 9/11 or 7/9/11 have a lot more meaning. And it is impossible that a Taliban would be able to figure out such a date like that. And I don't even know what time it happens. You know, did it happen at 9 o'clock in the morning between 9 and 11 and 11:55? 11:55, the reason for 11:55 or 23:55 is because 23:55 is, okay, is 5 minutes to 12, okay, 23:55. 23 and 55 is 78. Again, October and September, boy, they pretty much hang around together, G and H, eh? Most of the time, G and H, they're silent. When you say straight, I hear nothing but the T transformation. I see nothing else. So then again, I lost my actual trend of thought from where I was going, from whence I came. So many things, so many doors. 9/11, right? We're talking about time, 9/11, 23:55. 11:55 in the morning is the same time, but that 11:55 equals to 66. And that 66 that connects together, my friends, creates the L letter, the angle of the creation. And if it happened at 9 o'clock in the morning, it was the birth of the action, the starting of the action, maybe at the time the plane left the airport. And 10 o'clock would actually be more like somewhere near a compact, or compact, because 10 o'clock is 2000 hours, and 20 and 10 is the creation world. So that would be, and if we look down at the minutes and seconds, we can probably figure out something else. But you know what? I saw something on it, and you know what's pretty weird? It was like the plane's wings actually fell off, and something came out the other side of the building. And I don't think anybody really has a true tape out there. I think any true tape would have been knocked off in a swift. I think there's some poor guy out there in the world saying, I can't believe I can't get this tape on. I put it on 100 times and it won't go on. Well, come on, man. It's impossible. My stuff is being able to be seen immediately, is it not? Oh, unless it goes through the scrutiny of the up view. Okay. Anyways, we're going to let it go at now. I rate this 5.3, except for the 9/11. That's such a coincidence. Raphael 72. MrTacpans 86. Agent 86. Can I say we work in uni sounds? One angle? Let me end this at 24:01.